Jameson Moody. I'm an SVP at DESCO in London. I work in the treasury team. Before I was at DESCO, I held roles in a few different companies, but with pretty different roles. So originally I was an engineer, a design engineer for a defense company, which is very different. And then after that, I joined Pricewaterhouse as a management consultant. One of the kind of special aspects about DESCO, which I see a lot, is that it's in the DNA of the firm to kind of think about drawing in different perspectives of individuals and applying that to everything we do. I think that DShaw does a good job of trying to think about that and have dissenting voices in some instances, or people who don't necessarily agree with the direction of travel, to get to the right answer and to apply the right level of challenge to the things that we do. I think trusted is a good word for how I feel at DESCO. And so when you're asked for your opinion on something, or when you're inputting to a specific piece of work, there's an implicit level of trust that comes with that. I think the things we do have in common at DESCO are incredibly smart people, incredibly driven people, incredibly inquisitive people. I think actually the strange thing is that belonging at DESCO means the things we don't have in common, and that's that everyone's got an interesting story to tell, everyone's got a really interesting backstory, experience. And so to me, belonging at DESCO means being part of that super diverse group of individuals. I think the aha moments for me was the approach to Black at DESCO, to thinking about diversity at DESCO. There are individuals who are at the firm who have been here for, in some instances, a reasonably long time, that have felt like they haven't had an ability or a voice or a platform to challenge. And I don't think they're sitting back and saying, it's specifically because of my background, but I think that it's in the back of the mind. My responsibility is to create an inclusive environment, create an environment where people feel, again, I'm going to say the word comfortable, or have a level of comfort to be able to talk, to ask questions, to join forums, to say, hey, that's an interesting topic, that's a complex topic, I know nothing about that, can you give me 5 minutes to tell me about that?